Welcome to the post-show debrief. Today, the focus obviously on Japan, what those courageous people are contending with and how they're meeting all of the challenges, all of the adversity, and a lot of questions today about the president. Where is he? What kind of leadership is he providing the country and indeed the international community? It's interesting that French President Sarkozy is the one who is calling for meetings at the G8 and G20 meetings, calling for a concerted reaction and assistance to Japan from the G20 nations. It is, again, the French who are taking the lead, not the United States. The president seems to be perfectly comfortable with that subordinate and secondary role. But the American people are starting, if my audience is any indication, the American people are getting a little restive about it all, a little concerned about the fact that he is spending time partying with the White House Press Corp, the Washington Press Corp, filling out his NCAA bracket for a special on ESPN, playing 18 holes of golf while the Japanese are suffering the worst natural disaster in the history of the country, while we are fighting 2 wars, while we have 9% unemployment. The list goes on, the calls go on, and the calls and the callers are not always pleased with what is happening with this nation's leadership. The president might think about that. We also talked with a number of experts, including Jack Spencer from the Heritage Foundation. We talked with Jay Lair from the Heritage Institute, the Heartland Institute, about the science of what is happening with these nuclear reactors in Fukushima Daiichi plant. It belongs to the Tokyo Electric Power Company. One containment unit has been breached, and is leaking radioactivity. But both of them had a very similar message for us, and that was not to jump to conclusions quite yet. Do not overestimate the damage that will be done as a result of this series of nuclear accidents, this nuclear disaster. As bad as it looks, the outcome they both believe will be significantly less than what is being speculated about right now. I'm hoping both are right. I feel like certainly I got the sense that the audience today feels like they as well have a better understanding of what's going on there. It's still frightening, it's still disturbing, but nonetheless, it is now at least comprehensible, and that's important too. We're going to continue to follow the story, of course, and we appreciate you being with us here on the post-show debrief for the Lou Dobbs Show. I will see you next, well, I was about to say it again, I'll see you next on the radio. Maybe so, but don't be afraid to watch me on television either. Join the Fox Business Network. See us about 7 p.m. Eastern on Lou Dobbs Tonight. Hope you'll do that, and I'll see you next on the radio.